A controversial new way to pay restaurant and bar workers in D.C. may be coming to Montgomery County.
Yeah, the plan is already getting pushback now from the restaurant industry. Our Eric Flack is live from Bethesda Row, where customers are wondering whether the fallout from a tipped wage increase would be the same as it was in D.C. And Flack, we can really sum that impact up in one word: surcharges, huh?
That's right, so surcharges. In fact, one think tank that's partial to the restaurant industry recently put out a report that said 70% of the restaurants they surveyed in DC said they either had added an automatic surcharge or plan to add an automatic surcharge in the wake of the implementation of Initiative 82. The question now, could these restaurants and bars out here in Bethesda to Silver Spring and Rockville and beyond be next? That's the question, as Councilmember Will Jawando's office tells WUSA 9 he plans to introduce legislation to raise the minimum wage for tipped workers throughout Montgomery County. The bill is still being written, but the new law, if passed, would raise the minimum wage for tipped workers in Montgomery County in stages over the next several years. Now, traditionally, tipped workers make far less than minimum wage, but then they make up the difference, in many cases, the difference plus a little, with tips. In D.C., an even more aggressive pay hike system than the one Jawando is proposing was passed overwhelmingly by D.C. voters. Known as Initiative 82, the law has caused confusion and frustration in D.C., with many restaurants charging customers surcharges as high as 22% to offset the cost of the increased wages. In a statement, the Restaurant Association of Maryland told WUSA 9 a statewide tip credit repeal bill considered in the Maryland General Assembly failed to pass earlier this year because of strong restaurant industry opposition and scores of servers who urged lawmakers to reject it because they make significantly more money under the current tipping system. The restaurant industry and servers will continue to oppose such poor public policy proposals in Montgomery County and elsewhere in Maryland. Now, Jawando, who is also running for the U.S. Senate, plans to introduce this bill next month. We'll see. Back to you.
Yeah, that's a big we'll see, Eric, for sure. All right.